Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. You know, the goal of this channel has always been to give you the alpha you need to get in the group of people that actually make money. Unfortunately, over 90% of people that invest in crypto lose money. Well, I didn't understand that when I first got into crypto. It didn't make any sense. Well, now I get it. There's so much misinformation, hype, fake information, lies. Everyone spins things to make it look good. No one wants to talk about tokenomics or the big picture or compare these projects to Wall Street or the banks. Guys, I can't even imagine ever holding an altcoin past, say, 90 days again. Now, that's just me, but I understand the game. I understand the FOMO BS, and I understand the reality of most of these tokens don't make any money. They can't support their ecosystem. Everything is set up for us to be exit liquidity. Now, I don't like telling you the uncomfortable truths, but when I uncover those, I share with my community. That's the people I cater to, the people that actually want to make money. And if you are tribal or you're attached to your community of that token and you want to disregard tokenomics and market cap and all that and listen to the flat out lies, hey, this channel's not for you. But in this video, we're going to just talk about what if we forget about altcoin season? What if we never thought about altcoin season? And we're going to talk about where we're at now and how I believe we can do some real damage, make some real money between now and the end of the year and definitely in 2026 with or without altcoin season. Now, if we get an altcoin season, guys, we're good. With this strategy and what I'm going to talk about, you'll have some dry powder. We can play catch up with leverage. There's a lot of different ways. But if you just want to hodl altcoins like they're stocks, guys, you're not going to like this video, but please watch it because I'm going to give you a ton of alpha. I'm just going to rant away. But guys, I'm telling you, hear me out. Just hear me out. Whether you agree with my strategy or not, it might help you a lot. It may not make you the most money, but it probably save you a ton of money. All right, that being said, hit the like button. Let's dive into it. Well, it has been a brutal Thanksgiving weekend. Some things are starting to pump with real low liquidity and volume. So we'll see come Monday. Now, guys, I have two different courses, a shorting course and a portfolio course, and we're still having the Black Friday weekend prices. So if you want to maybe get some help, stay till the end and we'll talk about that. All right. Before we dive into what I really want to talk about and show you some charts and a ton of alpha, this is some alpha I don't think people really understand. Now, this is XLM, and it's just an example. It's not FUD. It's not FOMO. I just want to show you something. Okay, back in last November, right, the Dino token started to rip. Now, I made multiple videos saying take profits. Please take profits. At least take your initial out. And then I went short and sold all my Dino tokens. But I want to show you something, guys. This is extremely important because I don't think people really understand this. Now, let's look at this. Let's say you were one of the lucky people that got in and caught this pump. So look at this, guys. That was well over a 6x. like 623%. So you put in $1,000, you got $6,000. Now, look at the pullback, guys. This is what I truly believe people don't understand. So your $1,000 turned into $6,000, and then it fell to where it is right now. And guys, you are down. Let me put my glasses on. You are down 68%. 68%. You gave all that money back. But look, to get back to where you were at that time, you think, well, I'm down 68%. No. You have to have 210% pump. So it has to double from here and then go up another 100%. People don't add that in. And see, that's why it is so hard to make a new all-time high once a project pulls back 50, 60%. Because it's not just 50 or 60% that you have to get back to get your money back. So for whatever that's worth. All right. Now, I've made, I don't know, 10, 15 videos talking about this cycle is different, and it is totally different. But look at this, guys. This is the total too. I guess the good news is the money is here. There is some big money in crypto. The same, and we actually have more that came in this cycle. But we have 4 million plus tokens. It's diluted. But look at this rip, guys. Look what they had to deal with. If they bought back in 2020 and early 21, man, they caught all of that. Look at that massive move. Then it collapsed. So we started about, I don't know, what is that, a third of the way up. And we got to the same height. But look how every time it went up, it came down. Every time it went up, it came down. Every time it went up, it came down. Now, the good news is, I think we're going to have a pump going in to January. Is it going to be altcoin season and go up here and explode? I don't think we're ever going to have that type of rally. Like if you bought the highs, or you bought XLM, XRP, HBAR at the height of this cycle, you'll be lucky to get your money back. Hey guys, I hope you're wrong. But just hear me out. Don't get your panties in a wad, because there's ways to make money. And that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. Now, this is USDC dominance. Now look at this, guys. Excuse me. Hold on. When you see, wait a minute. My goodness. Let me get that. I think I got it. Well, no. Anyway, when it pumps, when the USDT pumps and there's money in the market, which there is, you want to see it go down. Well, this first smiley face is kicked off this cycle. See, it goes down. But what do? They take profits. It goes down. What do? They take profits. It goes down. What do? They take profits. It goes down. Where are we right now? They have been taking profits. But if you look at this trend line, there's a chance that it's coming back to maybe here, and we get another pump. And that's the pump going in to 2026. But guys, if you think about it, just hear me out. If you think about it, this entire cycle, every time you got excited or probably started making money, it was over. So what if you went short? Think about this entire year. Look at this, guys. This is the top 100 for this year. If you bought after the election announcement, there's like 13 tokens that actually made you any money. Now, one had a 10x if you bought then. ZBIC 7x, Hyperliquid 4x. No one got into crypto even for the 10x. We could have bought Bitcoin at the low and slept at night and called it what, 6, 7x? It's crazy. But now look at this. I've been shorting hard for like 2 years, and it's picking up every day. That's in the bull market. Because, guys, cryptos are not stocks. I used to be a licensed 3 futures and options broker, basically a commodity trader. Well, they're more like commodities. Even the ones with utilities, they don't really have a value. No matter what hype and BS you hear, what's the value of a 2x4 if you have a garage full? Not much. What's the value of a ton of gasoline if you got a 10 million gallon tank of gas and you drive an electric car? Has no value. But now if you put that to work, if you take that 2x4 and build a house with it and sell the house, has a ton of value. But we've been speculating, guys, just like in commodities. You can speculate, is gold going to go up? Gold going to go down? Is unleaded gas going up? Are feeder cattle going up? Right? Orange juice going to have a cycle. We're going to have a freeze in Florida. Well, whenever those things move, you got to take profits. Look at this. And here's the point. Whether you want to short, we're going to talk about shorting, but guys, you need to understand the mentality and the thoughts behind why we cannot pump and maintain the pump. If you want to hodl and you want to believe the BS and the FOMO, guys, this is just software and code, and it's open source. The banks, Wall Street, they have a game plan, and they're making a ton of money. I personally know at least 20, 25 people that have made life-changing gains in this cycle. They didn't even short. They just took profits over and over and over. They bought the dip. When it started up 30%, 70%, they just took profit, and they rolled into the next hot narrative. Ultima, good project, solid. Yesterday was ripping. It's down 10% right now, but look at this. We put it in our inner circle, nailed it. I just want to show you something real quick. Not to hype my own horn, but why charts don't matter, but understanding the game matters. This is some great alpha. I wrote, I could be wrong, Ultima might go to that blue line or a little over a fake out, but it's probably done. That's where Ultima was when I made that comment. Look what happened. It came back to the blue line, almost came back to the blue line, and just flat out fell apart. Now, why is that important? Because a lot of people that own Ultima or saw this was like, oh my God, it's up 75%. Here we go. Right? Just like back, 3 weeks, a month ago, when ICP, look at this. We shorted ICP 2 or 3 different times. We shorted ICP. This is the inner circle as well. We shorted Arweave and we shorted Filecoin. They fell apart. But here comes, the tribes, the ICP tribe. Hey, here we go. The world's going to wake up. No one took any profits. No one went short. And what happened? They fell apart because it's a game. 80 to 90% of everyone is just traders, guys. No one's buying spot outside of Bitcoin. No one. They are buying the dips and it's on leverage, and when it starts to pump, they're taking profits, and if they're really advanced and smart, they go short. That's the only way to play this game, guys. If I didn't know how to short, I would just buy Bitcoin, maybe trade a little bit, but I'd move on, flip some houses, trade stocks, buy Teslas, stuff like that. So, why do I know? I know that the money is in shorting. Why is that? Because if you understand tokenomics, guys, most projects are set up for the founders, the early investors, the VCs, whoever got in early to dump on you. Look at these unlocks coming out. Now bear with me because this is some alpha. Forget if you ever want to learn to short or not. Sui, 82 million about to unlock. Athena, 26 million, 27 million about to unlock. Tonight, I believe it's tonight, Ripple is going to unlock 1 billion tokens. They don't normally dump 1 billion. On average, they dump around 300 million XRP. At $2, that's $600 million. Do you know how much retail money that takes to make up for that exit liquidity that they are? These ETFs hadn't hit any of these numbers. So that's the point, guys. Let XRP be your guide. It has new information, positive news every day. And for 2 cycles, people still don't have their money back that bought at $392 back in 2018. They're all set up like that. Look, guys, go to tokenmist.ai. Follow the unlocks. Mantra, DYDX. See, guys, DYDX is a phenomenal layer 2, a phenomenal project. It has horrible tokenomics. SUI. The only reason I didn't get in on SUI really early, which I did, traded a lot, made some money, still own it, was because I hated the tokenomics. Well, they didn't dump till later on the game. Now, let me be clear about tokenomics. Anything can pump. Again, XRP proved that. XLM, HBAR, horrible tokenomics for all of them. But they made life-changing gains their first cycle, but not in their second. 90% of all projects never make a new all-time high in their second and third bull run. Why? Because you get dumped on. It's not set up for you to win. It's set up for you to be exit liquidity. So if you know that, going into 2026, and you forget about altcoin season, and you think it's bear season, or we don't even know, here's the thing. Retail's not coming in to crypto. The only thing that's going to pump your bags is if Wall Street takes some of their huge profits and huge money and dumps it into these shit coins. But if they do that, they're going to be aggressive. They're just going to get you to FOMO in just like they've been doing for the last 4 years. Why would they change up and let you out? You have their money. That's the way they look at it, guys. So when things are slowing down, these people are still going to dump. Ripple's still going to dump every month. These projects are still going to dump every month. WorldCoin, horrible tokenomics, great project. They're still going to dump. So therefore, guys, we know any pump in the bear market is going to get slammed by the smart money shorters, and because there's some exit liquidity for the insiders. Guys, think about it. Ripple's supply is at like 0.002. So they get a 30,000x when they sell at $1. They don't give a shit if it goes to $2, $3. Every time they put in $1, they get back like $30,000. That's Ripple. They don't care what they sell it at. And that's just an example. That being said, guys, you only have pretty much 3 choices. HODL, get wrecked, and hope that I'm wrong and that these projects are going to change the world. And it's not just software and code. And JP Morgan and Visa are not going to use this technology, which, guys, they already have proved it. Swift came out and said they're using Ethereum and Alena and Consensus. Right? Coinbase came out with Base, dominating the layer 2s, no token. USDC, Circle, now they have their layer 1, dominating. Canton Network, dominating real world assets. Guys, why do you keep listening to these people that tell you, oh, my favorite token, this altcoin's going to change the world? The world's already changing right in front of your eyes. They're losing. The Canton Network has already have more real world assets on its blockchain, 100x more than all of the blockchains combined. They're winning. They are so far out in front, no one's going to catch them. No one's buying the Canton token. They want to believe the hype and the FOMO. Why? Because when you make a video about the Canton token, it doesn't grow your channel. You can't lie to people. If you compare the Canton network to any token that's RWA, which that is the future. Everything's going to be tokenized. Everything. Cats, dogs, airplanes, your house, your insurance, your passport, your money, everything. That's the future. And who's winning? The Canton network. Wall Street, they're winning. Learn to short. That being said, guys, here's my extended Black Friday weekend. If you want to learn to short, guys, it's normally half price anyway. It's $500. You get my shorting course with 13 videos. You get a Zoom call with me to make sure you understand the strategy. And believe me, guys, the strategy is not like the 90%. You go talk to 10 people, they're going to disagree with my strategy. But we short the pumps. We short the all-time highs. We short the big news. We short the FOMO. You don't short on days like this. You get wrecked unless something's pumping on a red day. That's your short, just like I showed you, just like ICP, just like Ultima yesterday. So anyway, guys, you get the shorting course, you get a Zoom call with me, and you get 5 months of my inner circle. It's normally half price, but now we're taking another $50 off. It's only $200. Now, if you need some help with your portfolio, whether it's to figure out how to take profits for the remainder of this cycle or to build a portfolio for the next cycle, guys, 18 videos walk you through everything you need to understand about building a portfolio. How to take profits, how to compare, how to understand tokenomics, market cap, all that. Then you get a Zoom call. I go through your portfolio with you as well. 5 months of my inner circle. And we also have the inner circle. Specials on all that. Email me. I'll post it in the comments and in the description. It's a great special, guys. And I really believe it's going to help you. Now, whether you take me up on any of that or not, guys, do yourself a favor. Get a game plan. Start taking profits. And guys, I highly recommend if you are down 80, 90%, you might want to try to salvage your portfolio. Consider, I start every day with the new money. If I put in 10, I got 2, well, I got 2. So if at the end of the day, that 2 is now 7, I consider that profits. Right? A lot of people go, oh, well, you don't lose money if you don't sell. Well, tell that to the XRP person that bought XRP at 392 8 years ago. They could have moved on. They missed 2 full cycles. They may never get their money back. And even if they did, look what they lost. You could have just bought Bitcoin. And it has nothing to do with XRP, but it is by far the most lied about crypto out there. And if you believe the lies about XRP, then you believe them about every token, because you don't believe market cap tokenomics matter. You don't believe that getting dumped on matters. But it does, guys. And if you learn to capitalize on it and stop thinking about altcoin season is going to come save you and give you a Lambo. Get a different game plan, whether it's mine or make one up. But guys, don't round trip into the bear. You don't want to wait another 4 or 5 years to get your money back, hopefully. Because honestly, guys, you know, I don't see the purpose of crypto for 99% of these projects. They don't make any money. It's the furthest thing from investing as you can get. If you take away the speculation, what do you have? You got about 10 tokens that matter. And Wall Street and the banks are all rolling out their projects, their blockchains. Most of them don't have tokens. Treasury companies are coming out. They're buying from like Ripple. Vito bought XRP for its treasury at the average of 47 cents. Think about that, guys. Does that not piss you off? And they spun that into, oh my God, Vito just bought $1 billion of XRP. Yeah, they didn't buy it in the open market now, did they? They can sell it at any time and still make a profit. They're dumping on you. That's another way Ripple dumps. And guys, it's not just about XRP. It's just a great example. They all do it to you. Understand the game, and you're going to understand all these projects are going to drop 90-something% and disappear. Learn to short. Hell, if nothing else, guys, if you're going to hodl, learn to hedge. All right, that's all the rant I got, guys. Hey, I care about my community. That's why I tell you the truth. Most people in crypto do not respect you enough to tell you the truth. Once you learn a few facts, you'll understand how many lies and straight BS and how uneducated the majority of these influencers are. And they're wrecking their community every day. At least find someone that will tell you the truth, right? This is not, get away from the FOMO, CNN, bias, BS. Compare projects, guys. Compare the Canton Network. Compare ARC Layer 1, Circle's new Layer 1. Those two projects make a lot of the Dino tokens look obsolete. They're bigger, they're faster. Hell, guys, they're free. They have all the liquidity. They don't need a bridge. Does that remind you of anything? Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Hey, reach out. I highly recommend you learn the short. Hey, it's cheap, guys. It's cheap. $200. Every bit of that. The conversation with me should be worth more than $200. My inner circle is way worth more than $200. The course worth more than $200. You get all that. Massive value. It's the lowest I can go and justify my time. But guys, I'm here to get you in that 10% club. All right, remember this, guys, and I'll let you go. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Come back and be part of this community. And if the majority were right, the majority would be rich. So remember that when everybody starts to FOMO, how many times did people tell you, I never once said it was altcoin season? How many times did people tell you that? Stop listening to those people right out of the gate. 15, 20 times? What if you just shorted every time you got excited? All right, guys. That's all I got for you. Take care.